Hello and welcome, my friends. And welcome to the doorstep of Castor and Pollux. Tomorrow we are going to embrace that beautiful Gemini energy. Now, before we get into this reading, I do want to wish everybody with a sun sign of Gemini a very happy birthday. Welcome back to your energy. For the rest of us, no matter where Gemini may or may not land in your astrological birth chart, please know this energy is still going to impact you. Just because you don't have this mutable Gemini air as a sun sign does not mean that it's not going to be impactful, meaningful, or will mess you up because it is Gemini. It is an air sign and it is ruled by Mercury. Okay. So let's get into playing with Castor and Pollux, who are the Gemini twins. I couldn't think of a better, more complicated, yet very beautiful deck than the Spiral Tarot to work with Gemini, Castor and Pollux. Then, because, well, let's be honest, adding a little bit of water, adding in a little bit of a different beauty is needed, because sometimes even when they are working together, it's kind of a big energy. Now, when I said this is a mutable air sign, mutable, it kind of means it's a little bit more flexible-ish. It's not like, ooh, really bendy. It's more malleable than the others. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say on that. Well, let's look at what you can expect from your time with Gemini. And of course, Gemini is going to be the energy that will bring us in to summer, because summer solstice is our next turn. Our next, well, basically, it feels like a turn of a pole, basically. But we will be getting into Cancer in June during the summer solstice. So yeah, Gemini is going to be with us for the next 4 weeks, and it's going to be important that we work with this energy no matter where it lands. And you can always check your astrological birth chart, because Gemini may not land per se as, your sun sign, but it may be on a planet or a part of your life that it's going to be more dominant in. The Five of Wands. We're starting off great. The Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers. Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers are in reversal. The High Priestess. Two major arcanas. Yeah. And the Nine of Pentacles in reversal. When we're looking at things, guys, this Five of Wands is going to stand out. Is Castor and Pollux always going to agree? No. Will this energy always agree with you? No. Actually, a lot of the things that Castor and Pollux are going to try and show you, because it's going to be a try, whether you receive it or not is going to be up to you. Castor and Pollux wants to push you outside your comfort zone. There's a lot of abundance outside our comfort zone. However, our comfort zone is being very, very well protected. Take a deep breath. What Gemini is offering you may rattle you a little bit. However, when you breathe and use that third eye thinking center, so much connected into the High Priestess, we're able to gain more aha, more, okay, this is what's happening. It's about communication of information. There's going to be a discrepancy. Is it going to feel like Mercury in retrograde? Well, kind of. Our communication and the Lovers, yes, it does talk about the relationships. It does have Archangel Raphael there working with us on that that connection. But more importantly, it does talk about balance and communication. This talks about balance and wisdom. Both bring about abundance, all of which are going to be a challenge. Know that the information that is trying to be shared with you is important. It will help that garden grow. It will help that growth, that abundance, that prosperity. And this is the prosperity that is tangible, that wealth. The most important aspect during the next 4 weeks is to be open to this information. This information, please remember, it is information. First of all, write it down. Bring out your trusty pen and paper. Please do not rely on technology. Castor and Pollux are throwing stuff at you. It is high vibrational. Low vibrational is triggered. We can and do send out energy. We will, send out energy and lose things. It's very hard for the low vibration to impact our pen and paper or pencil and paper enough to cause discombobulation. If you use a binder's pretty hard to lose. It's a bigger object. Those little books, they're pretty easy to lose because they're, little. Go back old school. Grab the pen, grab the paper, get the knowledge. Whether you act on it right now, total different piece. This is not about a lot of action. We don't see the action here. We see the reception of knowledge, the potential that it will bring. This is about getting you set up for that summer season. And no, this is going to take some time. This is not instant wealth. This is stuff that you are going to have to work at for a good while. In tarot, pentacles means years. But know that it's not that it's going to take years per se that you're going to see the wealth come in. It's going to start to trickle in slowly because it's something that you're going to add on and build up rather than just, yay, I win this, if that makes sense. Fire. I love that. This is, the artwork in here is just amazing. We're going to need that determination, that passion, because this will hit our passion points, those pieces that really fuel that inner fire, that make that fulfillment, that joy. You get excited. You love doing it. You start to clear your head when you're doing it. Little bit of a side note here. If you want more of this information with less resistance, meditative states are the best. Does that mean you have to meditate? Not per se. Sure, meditation will help. However, you can and should try other tools. Try other ways. Some people find that through showers. They're able just to calm themselves. They get a lot of thinking done. It's perfect. Other people, it's creativity. When you're getting out of your head and getting out of your way, that's when a lot of this is going to come through a lot more. During those times, make sure that you have a pen and paper close at hand. So you may need to have pen and paper that gets a little soggy. The most important thing is to get the information down, because I can guarantee you your ego will help you forget. Root chakra. Not surprising to see this. We need that stability, that grounded, it really says ground and center, that grounded, stable energy. A lot of this is going to trigger some anxiety and fear. It's going to trigger that, oh my God, I can't. When Gemini's like, excuse me, why the hell not? Ground yourself. Again, meditation can work. Any red or black crystal amazing support at grounding and stabilizing. It works with your root chakra. On my channel here, I have a healing dedicated right to your root chakra. I have a teaching talking about the root chakra. When you're there, you may want to check into your third eye thinking center, because again, it is a thinking center. Your third eye is right up against your frontal cortex. That's not just a, oh, well, that's an interesting fluke. No, it's a machine. It builds. Home. Having that sanctuary within self and external talks about that grounded center, that calm. Even if your home life is not as stellar as you'd hope it be, having that calm center within ourselves, that home, that stability will help. And stability is the name of the game here, guys. You're gonna need it to open yourself up. And no, guys, because we have two major arcana, the Lovers and the Hierophant, or the High Priestess, know that those two are very much on that higher perspective, that higher self. That's why grounding is so important. And it's not just a one-time aha piece. It's going to feel like a natural flow of energy. Adding to the major arcana in reversal, we have Justice. Things are not as black and white as you think they are. The Three of Pentacles in reversal. That's your Triforce Perfecta. And the Seven of Wands. I love it. The two cards that talk that are upright talk about challenge, battle, fight. So you're going to feel like things have to be a fight. No, that's a low vibrational thing. Take things slowly. Check in to what is actually, again, this is about the information piece being shared. Especially when it comes to those important people in our lives. It's gonna feel like a gong show, because this is not just an individual piece. This is a global piece. That fight, that challenge is gonna be there. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, stabilize yourself. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, again, we've got three major arcanas talking about balance and how destabilized we're going to feel. That destabilization is going to add reactivity into the next 4 weeks. Please be mindful of that. The fight may not be the fight that you think it is. Perception is important. Third eye thinking sector, words, they're hard. Try that again. The Triforce Perfecta talks about working with self, working with your physical support teams, and your spiritual support teams. It's going to feel discombobulated. Start off with working with yourself. Understand where you're coming in at, what's happening for you. Then take a deep breath. Have compassion towards you and those important people around you and anyone else. Everybody's going to be trying to figure out what is being shared with them. And some people who are not connected into this pathway forward are going to feel really discombobulated. It's just like when you tell them that it's a Mercury retrograde and they're like, what the heck are you talking about? They don't even have a concept or words for what's going on. That reactivity will be there. Will this feel like a Mercury in retrograde? In many ways, yes. Use your tools calm your breath. Breathe deeply so you can gain all the information. You're working with yourself. You're trying to work with your physical support team, whether they're there or not. You can open yourself up to working with your high vibrational support team, because they will not be impacted by Mercury, by Gemini, like we are. Take it slow and steady. None of this talks about movement. This talks about an awareness and an understanding. That information is going to be key. That's what we need to focus in on. What is being shared with us? I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I hope that this helped you to understand what Castor and Pollux is going to be trying to share with us. It may not be about the aha and the information. This is going to be a very individual piece. But know it's there, and there's a lot that can come forward when you're open to that information. Now, if you did like this session, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think about Gemini and Castor and Pollux. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little red bell, as I have so much more coming forward. You don't want to miss anything. As tomorrow, we're entering in to the full flower moon. So this should be interesting. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon page, and I've provided a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you for joining me and exploring Gemini in all its wonder and glory. Until tomorrow, my friends.